All right, here we go. So my name is Eric DuPont, aka DJ DDS, and I'm a local DJ here in the Raleigh area, North Carolina. I'm originally from Washington D.C., and I moved here. I want to say 1998 when I had my first kid. So my wife at the time, she moved first, and then I moved because I was becoming a father, and of course that's exciting. He's now 23 years old, and I have a 19-year-old daughter. So, the one thing I love about DJing events, weddings, different types of birthdays and functions is really just I'm the guy that's creating the memories associated to the laughter, fun, good time that someone's having with the people that they love and they like to share stuff with. A lot of the events are events that you only get one take, one shot, one opportunity. And so, my head is not just spinning on just the music. My head is not just spinning on the crowd. My head is also thinking about the time frame we have for the events. Do they need to cut a cake? Do they need to do gift giveaways? All the other functions about where's the photographer? Am I going to set up a moment that the photographer is not going to be in position until I call her to be in position because I'm about to do Soul Train line, cake cutting, whatever it is that needs to be captured in memory for the event or for the guests. The one thing I really love about DJing is really directing the fun, directing the memories that are there. So I'm looking forward to be a part of the Split Second Sound group because where I am, I know that I feel that I'm getting a bit more, how can I put it? The events that, my talent has progressed to. And so being a part of a company that has that opportunity with events that would give me a different vibe than the one that I'm used to and that I've outgrown, that's why I'm excited to work with you all. So I got started in DJing. It's a funny story. My children were just jumping up and down one night, and I had the music from DirecTV playing. And so we had it real loud in the house. They're jumping up and having a good time, blah, 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 blah. And so that happened, which was the eye opener. But prior to that, there were DJs at clubs and events that I used to want to go up in the booth where they were and see them work, or it just was an interest to me from that perspective. So back with the children, they jumped around, had a good time. At some point we cut the music off and everybody went to sleep. So when they did that, I said, well, I can create this myself and I can DJ for my children because I wouldn't have to worry about music with, improper language or anything like that. So I started to download music and I started to find out what devices to use. So I couldn't afford a device at the time and I didn't know which one to purchase. I just started DJing from keyboards and timing and everything on the laptop. I was able to do it from that without pre-listening or anything. I was able to beat match and time and everything. So when I did get some hardware, that part was easy. That part was just me just understanding some of the buttons and the tricks that the controller gave me, but I already had my timing and I already had functionality and stuff like that. So that made it easy. So a few things people don't know about me is that I don't allow the crowd to dictate. Sometimes you can have a crowd that people in the crowd can be, I would say, party poopers, and so you have to address that in a way that keeps the fun going. So with the authority, it's almost like if you're composing music, right, and you're the director, you're responsible for everyone and their enjoyment and their fun. And you have some people that come up, no different than a heckler inside a comedy show. We have these same individuals in crowds, and their one request is that major importance to their life existing and functionality that moment, that day. And that choice and decision to please one person is definitely is not worth sacrificing the moment of the whole crowd potentially leaving the dance floor. So, those are calls we have to make on the fly really quickly. And that's, just something that from the other side of a customer's perspective, they don't get. They don't understand why we can't sacrifice the whole dance floor just for you. What inspires me in life in general, first of all, my 2 children. Now I'm a whole grandpa, so I have a 4-month-old grandson. So that is really a blessing. And he gets to grow up and learn that he has a really cool grandpa, just like my kids have learned. I've had my kids at events, and I looked over at them, and they said, "Dad, we had a good time." I said, "What if I was whack? Like, what if I was just the worst DJ?" She said, my daughter and my son said, "We'll just sit in the car on our cell phones." So I thought that was funny. But they do see me perform, and they do get a chance to be wowed by the creativity that I can do behind the booth, create moments, create time memories back when adults were teenagers, and then when kids were either in elementary school or some adults that were in college, the following year, because they just are fresh graduate. So my music style, what do I consider my music style? I do not scratch whatsoever. I consider myself more of a DJ that do not waste any music. I don't allow the easy turnover of music to happen. I focus on, of course, new stuff, but I focus on the songs that people forget about, because that always creates the wow factor. That always makes somebody go, "Oh," or a group of people go, "Oh," and get very, very excited, because either I took 2 songs together and made a third song, or I took an acapella and a beat and mashed it up together on the fly. And with that, I exposed the acapella by taking the beat out, let the words play a little bit, and then bring the beat back, so that people can see that I'm literally up here working to entertain you. I'm just not acting like a human iPod and just going from song to song to song to song. There was work, there's thoughts, there's energy, and there is creativeness created on the fly constantly with me. And when a crowd doesn't have that expectation of me, it's boring. It's boring to just, press play and just let the song go from song to song. Do I have those events? Yes. Do I like those events? Not as much, because I put my lighting on me, because I'm the show that's entertaining you. So I need stage lighting on me, and that's how I like to run my effects and my strobes and everything like that. So, it's a pleasure to make this video and talk about myself and my ideas, and where this inspiration comes from, and just you all getting to know me personally. So thank you.